equation for the electric field along the equator. So the equator is this particular line which is the perpendicular bisector of the 2 point charges minus q and plus q. We know that the distance between the charges is 2d and hence half of that distance is going to be d. We know that the point at which we are analyzing the electric field, this point is at a distance r from the center. We know that this hypotenuse, the length of this hypotenuse is under root of r square plus d square. All these facts we know. This angle theta is of peculiar interest to us because we are going to take cos theta to find out the component of E1 along the direction of E. So E1 is the electric field because of one charge, and because of the symmetry of the situation, E2 is also going to have the same magnitude. So E2 will be directed towards the negative charge, as is the nature of electric field lines. They are directed towards the negative charge, and E1 will be directed away from the positive charge. E1 is going to be equal to KQ divided by r square plus d square, because the hypotenuse is root of r square plus d square, and in the denominator we have the square of the hypotenuse, that is E1 clearly based upon the expression of the electric field for the plus charge. So KQ divided by r square plus d square will be E1, and that also will be the magnitude of E2. Now E equator can be written as 2 times E1 cos theta. In a magnitude only format, this will be 2 times E1 cos theta. Why? Because E1 cos theta will be E towards the left hand side, and E2 cos theta will also add to that. So E1 and E2 have the same magnitude. So E1 cos theta plus E2 cos theta will be 2 times E1 cos theta. This could have alternatively written as E1 cos theta plus E2 cos theta. These two add up, and hence we have 2 times E1 cos theta. So just substituting the value of E1 from here, we get 2 times KQ divided by r square plus d square, and instead of cos theta we can write down now d divided by root of r square plus d square. So we have over here d divided by root of r square plus d square. And if we want to write down vectorially, then we can see that the net electric field points towards the left, that is, it points from the positive charge to the negative charge, which is the direction exactly opposite to the dipole moment vector. So the unit vector points from the negative charge to the positive charge, the unit vector that points along the direction of the dipole moment vector. So the dipole moment vector is equal to q into 2d p cap. This is the dipole moment vector, and the unit vector along the dipole moment vector points from minus q charge to plus q charge. Equator will be equal to k times minus p, because it points opposite to the dipole moment vector, divided by r square plus d square raised to 3 by 2. Why 3 by 2? Because this is r square plus d square over here in the previous step, and this is r square plus d square raised to half. So according to the laws of indices, 1 plus half is going to give us 3 by 2. So thus E equator will be approximately equal to k times minus p vector divided by r cube. Why? Because for the approximation r greater than d, we have got r square plus d square is approximately equal to r square, and thus r square plus d square raised to 3 by 2 is approximately going to be equal to r square raised to 3 by 2, which is approximately equal to r cube. And thus, this being the exact expression, the approximate expression which is valid in the case where r is greater than d is k into minus p divided by r cube for electric field of the equator.